Okay, welcome everyone. Today we're going to do something a little different with our introductions, and I know I might be putting you on the spot, so I'll go first because I've obviously had time to think about it. So every year at the beginning of the new year, I come up with like instead of like goals and how much money I want to make and that sort of thing, I come up with like a word of the year. And that determines like if I get off track or if I find myself that I'm just like, you know, not making my goals. That word of the year is something that can ground me back in and let me remember, like, oh, yeah, I said, whatever my word, and I'm going to tell you my word, and then you all think about it. But in your introductions, you're going to come up with a word that resonates with you that would be your word of the year. So one year my word was unapologetic. I just wanted to show up in my life unapologetic, like big and bold, and not have to explain myself to anyone and not owe anyone an apology. I was going to do whatever I was going to do, how I wanted to do it, and I didn't want to explain myself to anything. And so anytime I got frustrated or things started to feel imbalanced or out of whack, I would come back to that word and just be like, how do I want to show up unapologetic? Okay. So that was a couple of years ago. This year, my word is alignment. And so anytime that I'm looking to do something new in my life or incorporate something different, instead of making the decision like immediately, like without giving myself like, how does this feel in my body? How do I respond to this? I want to see if it's like a heck yes or a heck no. And oftentimes I don't give myself even the space to sit and just like breathe with a decision before I make the decision. And I'm like, do I really want to do this? And just pause. And is this in alignment with like my goals or my health goals or my financial goals or whatever that is? And if it's a heck yes, then I'm doing it. And if I'm like, I feel really uncomfortable with that, then I'm going to listen to my intuition and not do it. And I know it sounds really simple, but it's actually harder to put in practice. So that's my word of the year is alignment. And hopefully I talked enough to give you enough time to think of your words. And if you don't have it, then you could just say, I'll think about it, and maybe you'll respond after class. You can also do that and just maybe share a gratitude if you're not ready to do a word of the year. Okay, who's ready?
I can go first. So thinking about I'm Sam, and it's funny to think because my first word I was thinking about was consistency, but actually it really is what yours was a few years ago, unapologetic, because I had this situation today where I was like overthinking what other people were doing versus
Yes.
like what I was doing, which I knew was good for me and what I wanted to do. And I had a conversation with a doctor I was working with last semester who was like, because everyone had left for a day, but I stayed behind to do work. And he was like, what I have learned for a really long time, he's like 83, still practicing OB-GYN. And he was like, I had to learn that it's okay to do what you know works best for you and never have to tell anyone else otherwise. And I had to remind myself that today. So I'm like, let me make that consistent for the rest of the year.
Good. I love it. Good. Borrow mine. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Now it's yours. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Good.
I would say that my name is Tom Chris, and my word would be expansion. Expansion of mind and expansion of ideas and just of everything that's going to be happening to us this year.
For
um,
us.
for us and not happening to us, happening for us. Because that's what we say. Stuff happens for us. It doesn't happen to us.
That's right. That's exactly right. We're not victims in our lives. Yeah, I love that. Expansion is such a great word.
All right, I'll go. My name's Michelle, and this word keeps coming up, so I guess this is the word of the year. Audacious. I just want to be big and bold and audacious in my life. Every decision I want, I just want it to be like, wow, that's audacious.
I love that for you. And you are, like, I already see that for you. Like, I mean, you were at Magnetic, and it was just like, you are, like, I seriously, and I keep telling you this, but I just admire you. I think you are such a badass, really.
Oh, well, thank you. I think why I chose this word is because my audaciousness is it's not consistent. What you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what people see, like what you all saw at Magnetic, I don't, when I come back to my regular life, I don't necessarily live like that.
Okay.
I do, but in others I don't. So that's where I would like to be more audacious, I think.
I love it. I love it. And that's great
way
because, again, it just grounds you in, and it reminds you, like, when we all get a little, teeter off the edge a little bit, it's like, oh, what was my word of the year? Okay, bring it back to the present moment. How can I be unapologetic? How can I be, audacious? How can I be expansive, right? How can I get in alignment, right? So, yeah.
That's awesome. I love this. This is a great exercise. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Margaret, you're up.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay, and all the things in the background too. We're watching Harold on the Purple Crayon. Well, the two words that come to mind is, well, two words. Maybe they go together. To be proactive and satisfied.
Okay, good. Proactive and satisfied. Do you feel like you're leaning to one versus the other?
Proactive was the first word that came to my mind.
Yeah, that was mine for you too. When I heard you talking, I was like, I think it's proactive for you. I like that. I think it really fits.
Well, I can also be proactively satisfied.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you can be proactive and satisfied that you took charge of your life, and life, again, is not happening to you. You're taking steps to be proactive about your life and making choices that support that,
mm-hmm.
which will bring satisfaction. So, all right. Okay, this was really great. Our great little Dharma talk. Thank you. Let's get into child's pose. Spread the fingers wide, land on the mat. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And then just coming into this place of gratitude and grounding. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. And then slowly push yourself back, downward facing dog. Press the palms and heels to the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Shake out the head, walk out the dog. Inhale, come up on the tippy toes as you walk. So you're going to be on the tippy toes like you're in high heel shoes as you walk to the top of the mat. And then you'll find yourself into a forward fold. Place the heels on the mat, grab the elbows, ragdoll, slight sway from left to right. Shake out the head, roll it around. Good. And then release the grip as you slowly unwind, uncurl, untuck. And when you get to the top, shrug the shoulders up by the ears, down by the sides. Bring the hands to center. Take one deep breath in, one deep breath out. Inhale for one collective Om. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Great. Gently open the eyes, everyone. Happy Tuesday. So glad to have you with me. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale the arms up, lift up, reach up. Interlace the index fingers as you tick-tock the body right and left. Okay. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Breath in, breath out. Couple more here. Good. And then lift up again to the center of the mat. Reach up. Palms go up. Take a back bend. So you're going to push from the hips as you trace an imaginary line. Go back, far back as you can. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Look back at those fingertips and then keep the grip as you forward fold. Okay. Try to make these movements nice and slow. We're just warming up the back. Halfway lift, hands to shins, forward fold. Okay. You're going to place the right hand in the middle of the floor or the mat. You're going to straighten the left knee. You're going to bend the right knee, and then you're going to take the left hand to the left side. Open up to the left side. Okay? Gaze to that left thumb as you breathe. Take that left hand and drop it into the inside of the right hip. So now you're opening up that left shoulder a little bit more. Right hand is still in the floor or the mat. Twist and breathe. One more. And then left hand comes up and it comes down to the ground. Left hand comes to the center of the mat or the floor. You will bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, and then open the right arm to the right side. So this is an intense twist. Yep, everyone's got it. Good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. And then take the right hand, tuck it into that left hip pocket. Opening up that right shoulder just a little bit more, pressing into the left hand. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Last one. And then right hand comes up, inner fold back down. The hand comes to the floor, halfway lift, fold, chair pose. Okay. It's pretty early to get into chair. So feet are going to be hip width distance apart, arms go up. Sit that butt down, lift up, reach up, activate the core, activate the arms and the legs. Good, Sam. Stay on the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, reach up, inhale, exhale, forward, fold. Okay. Halfway, hands to shins, fold. And then either walk the legs out to chaturanga. Okay, so you'll take it to plank and then drop, elbows come in, upward facing dog. You lower to the ground. It's a low push up, up dog, down dog, take it back. Okay. Pedal the feet. Feet are hip width distance apart. Okay. Walk the dog. We'll just be here for a couple of breaths. You can decide if you want to do Ujjayi breath, that would be in and out through the nose through the entire practice, or you can do nose and mouth breathing. The difference is that you're letting the air out of the body as opposed to keeping it trapped in there. One more inhale, one more exhale, and we're going to start our flow. Warrior one, right side. Right foot through the hands. Hands can come to the hips just to shift the hips to the camera, and then the arms go up. Palms face each other, lean into that right knee. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Again, in and out through the nose. That's the most optimal if you can do that breath, because you start building the tapas in the body. Yep, Michelle, Tom, this looks awesome. One more inhale. One more exhale. Drop the arms into warrior two. So energy shoots out from the arms. The belly is tucked in, bent into that right knee. Feel all the energy, and then the legs are anchored in. This is a very, very active pose. Think about a warrior, okay? You don't have flabby arms. You're not like insecure or unstable in this pose. You're gazing off that right middle finger like you could burn a hole in the wall, okay? Everything is strong and active. One more breath here. Yep, Margaret, you got it, good. One more. And then reverse the warrior. Right hand comes up, left hand goes down the leg. Gaze at that right fingertip as you bend some more into that right knee. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Now you're going to take a bind. You're going to come out of that pose. You're going to interlace the hands behind the back. You're going to bow to the inside of the right knee as the arms go up. Okay, this is a humbled warrior position. Deep breath in, deep breath out. You're still bent in the right knee, anchored in on the left. Stay here for 5, 4, 3. Sam, you got it. Margaret, good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release the hands to the mat as you take the right leg up into the air. 3-legged dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You're upside down for 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breath in. Last one. Breath out. You're going to bring the right foot through the hands into a low lunge. Okay? So anytime you need to see what I'm doing, you're going to be in a low lunge. So you're on the top of the left toes. You have the option to drop the left knee. Okay? The right knee does not pass the big right toe. So you are not hyperextending. So you might need to just look down and make sure you can see the knee and your big toe. Okay? Stay here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay? One more in this position, and then listen carefully. So you're still on the back left toes. Left hand is going to come to the inside of that right foot, and then you're going to twist open to the right. Stay in that low lunge. That's it, Sam. Yep, Tom, you got it. Gaze to the right thumb for 5, 4. We're working those hip flexors for 3, 2, 1. That's it, Margaret. Good. And then take the right leg back. Oh, elbows come in, low push-up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Woo. Warrior one, left side. Rise, okay? So anchor in. We're going to be here for a while. You know the sequencing. Right leg is anchored in. Take the hips to the camera. Arms go up. Deep breath in and out. Again, if you want to do nose breathing, in and out through the nose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, sink a little bit more, exhale. Good. Warrior two. Look over the left middle finger. Activate the arms, the core, staying on the breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. Good, strong poses. Okay. One more breath here. Yep, that's it, Michelle, you got it. Reverse the warrior. Left hand goes up in the air. Right hand goes down the back leg. Bend in that left knee. Anchor in that right foot. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If you are doing the nose breathing, you're going to be pretty warm at this point. I am like pouring sweat, okay? Inhale, exhale, good. And then take the bind. You're going to humble the warrior. So you're going to bind the arms behind the back. You're going to bow into the inside of the left knee as the arms go up. Stay on the breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. And then you're going to release the hands to the mat as you take the left leg up into the air, three-legged dog. Press the palms into the mat. Left leg is in the air. Stay for 3, for 2, and 1. You're going to bring it through the hands. We're going to get back into a low lunge. Okay? So you're on the toes of the right foot. You can drop the right knee as added support. You can put a pillow. You can be on a block, or you can be up on those right toes. Deep breath in, deep breath out. The left knee does not pass the big toe. This is an intense hip opener. Okay? Stay on the breath. One more. Good. And then you're going to take the right hand to the inside of that left foot as you twist to the left. You're still on the back right toes, or you can do a supported twist with the knee down. Okay? Stay on the breath for 5, 4. Awesome job, everyone. For 3, 2, 1. Come out of the twist. Take the left leg back, elbows in, chaturanga. You can always drop to the knees. Low push-up as you up dog and down dog.
You're tired.
Walk to the top of the mat. Halfway, hands to shins. Fold. Chair pose. Last one and hold. Okay. Bellies in, arms up, bellies to the spine. Stay on the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extended child, come up. Good, Michelle. Circle the arms through to the heart and then grab a sip of water. Is everyone warmed up?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Way to stay with it. Good job. That was a very challenging warm-up, but you all did great. Okay. All right. Middle of the mat. Eagle right side. So identify the right from the left arm. So you're going to swing the right arm under. The right leg is going to come up and around. So you can grab the tops of the shoulders. You can go finger to finger, palm to palm. I have really long arms, so this is easy for me, but this is totally fine. Okay. You can wrap the legs or you can keep it out as a kickstand. The more important part is the balance here. So half your body's in one direction and then the other half is the other. Deep breath in. I'm surprised, Margaret, that you could even stay still with that. Deep breath out. For 5, 4, 3, good, Sam, 2, and 1. Good. Unwind the arms and legs, eagle left side. Left under, left leg up and around. Wrap, again, the arms, the legs, you can grab the shoulders. You're creating a tourniquet effect in the body. Okay, stay on the breath. Good, Tom, Michelle, this looks good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Unwind. Good. Standing knee raise, right side. Bring the right hand to the right knee. Lock out the left leg, belly is in. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Staying on the breath. Good. And then you're going to shift the right leg into airplane. Right leg goes back. Palms face the floor. Left leg is locked. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good, Sam. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come out. Shake it out. Standing knee raise. Left side. Okay. Left hand to the left knee. Lock out the right side. So you can have the palm out, right palm out. You could have it on the belly. You could have it on the hip. It doesn't really matter. But the gaze is about 3 feet out from you. Okay. The more important part is the belly is to the spine. Good, Margaret. Stay on the breath. The legs and arms are secondary. The balance is at your 3rd chakra. 1 more breath. And then take it back nice and slow to airplane. Left leg goes back. Palms face the floor as you tip the body in half. Yep, Michelle, that's great. Good. Stay with it, Tom. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Good. And then shake it out. Okay. We are going to do adrenal twist. So the adrenal twist, the breath is in and out through the nose. It's one of the few poses that I will tell you, like, it is in and out through the nose. So give it a try. It's very different from the nose-mouth breathing, but you get super, super benefits from closing your mouth in this type of pose. The arms come out to 45-degree angles. You're going to inhale, twist right through the nose. Exhale, twist left through the nose. It'll look and go pretty quickly, and it'll look like this. So you take small sips of air as you twist to the right, to the left. You don't really take an exhale. Close your eyes so you don't get dizzy. Join me when you're ready. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. In and out through the nose. Twist right, twist left. Keep going. It's a long inhale, very short. It's almost like just not even a non-existent exhale before you're already sipping the air again. Okay? Keep going. This flushes out your adrenals, any toxins, any kind of issues that might be happening at the liver, the kidney, adrenals, hormone balancing. Keep going. Halfway. We got 5, 4, 3, keep twisting, 2, 1. And then release the arms, keep the eyes closed. You're going to stand tall in mountain pose. So feet are hip width distance apart, palms are out. Chin is level to the floor. You should feel your heart rate racing. You should also feel warm between your 3rd, 4th, and probably even 5th chakras, like a lot of heat in this area. The Kundalini is rising. Okay? Palms are out. You're grounded in. Feel the middle of the feet into the mat. The shoulders are hanging. The arms are hanging off the shoulders. So you can take them up by the ears and then drop them down. And then the palms just open up. The chin is level either with the floor or the feet. And your gaze is through that 3rd eye, the point between your eyebrows. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. When we do adrenal twist, you're going to get a burst of energy And then a wave of Zen starts to roll from the body. So just start. You might feel a little anxious because it's like breathing and twisting, but I promise if you sit with it in the next 10 to 15 seconds, you will start feeling calm enter your body. Deep breath in, deep breath out through the nose. So they're long inhales, they're long exhales. Stand tall, tuck the belly button down, tuck the belly button down to the root chakra. Okay, so you're doing what's called like an internal twist. You physically just tighten up the belly and then just think of it as like a knob, but you're turning it towards 6 o'clock. Okay, it's a lock in the body. This is an Ulabandha lock in yoga. And it's almost like you're tightening your sphincter. That's probably the best way that I can explain this pose. You're still in mountain pose, okay? Deep breath in, deep breath out. 3 more, in and out through the nose. Inhale, exhale, breath in, breath out. Last one, inhale. Last one, exhale. Good. And then gently, gently open the eyes. Give me a thumbs up if you're doing okay, if you're feeling good. Yep, I just need to, good, great, awesome, good. Okay, tree pose. So right side, lock out the left. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left calf or the inner part of the left thigh. You're just not going to have it on the knee, okay? Because you can blow out your knee in this position. So create the counterbalance between the thighs, the legs, ground into that left foot, the belly goes in, okay? And then you can decide, you can either have mudra fingers, thumb and index finger together. You can take the palms all the way up and out, or you can take the hands behind the back in prayer or grab the elbows. So you decide the expression of tree that you want. We're going to be here for a little bit, so make sure that if you fall, get back in. Okay? You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades. Tree is a heart and throat opener. You're either going to gaze outward, squeeze those shoulder blades. You can see how my chest is opening in this position, and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, bellies in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, shake it out. Let it go, shake it out. Tree left side. Again, ground down, lock out the right side. Bring the left foot to the inside of the right calf or the inner part of the right thigh.
What's on that side?
And again, fingers can be in mudra, so it'd be thumb and index fingers. They can come up and out. You can have cactus arms. Palms can go up over the head, or you can take the hands behind the back, grabbing either the elbows or reverse namaste. Okay? Ground in, belly in, and breathe. Yep, that's it, Michelle. Stay on the breath. Sam, good. Margaret, good. 10, 9, to see you, Tom. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then let it go, shake it out. Okay. Top of the mat, extended mountain, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Halfway, hands to shins. Forward fold. And then walk the legs out to plank. So you're going to be in a push-up position. Palms are going to be on the floor. The feet are off. You're in a push-up position. You can always drop to the knees and just work the arms. Stay for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Now you drop to the knees and take extended child. Reach the arms forward, push the hips back. We're going to do a few different variations of these. So just stay with me. Okay. Again, push back into plank. Palms are into the mat. Toes are here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 3-legged plank. You're going to lift the right foot about 5 or 6 inches off the ground. It's not that high for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to regular plank. Switch it out. 3-legged plank left side for 5, 4. Excellent job, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Regular plank. 1 breath. And then again, take extended child. Okay, your belly should be active in these plank poses. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. You're going to scoot the belly on the mat. You're going to rise up into up dog. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to take it back to extended child. Inhale, you're going to rise up to a squat position. Exhale, you'll take it back to down dog. Okay, so now drop to the knees, find your way to the belly. We're going to repeat that segment. You're going to rise up, up dog, inhale. Exhale, take it back. Be very mindful, okay? We're opening and closing the back really intensely, so please move slowly through this. Inhale, you're going to come up to a squat position. So your chest is on your knees or in that direction. And then flatten the heels to down dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Drop to the knees. Find your way to the belly. Slide up. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Take it back. Inhale. Come into a squat. Again, chest is on the knees or in that direction. You're up on the toes. And then push back down dog. We've got 2 more like that. Drop to the knees. Scoot the belly on the mat as you rise up dog. Take it back, extend the child. Come into a deep squat. Push back, downward facing dog. Last round, drop to the knees. Scoot the belly on the mat as you rise up dog. Take it back, extend the child. Come up into a deep squat. Push back, downward facing dog. Good. And then drop to the knees. Everyone should be on their knees, hands and knees. Right hand to the center. You're going to open to the left. And then you're going to thread the needle. Left arm goes through, left ear to the mat, right arm hooks around. Twist and breathe. Last one. Good. And then switch it out. Back to all fours. Left hand to the center, open to the right. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Thread the needle through. Right arm through, left arm hooks around. Keep twisting and opening. Good. And then slowly come out. Let's do a couple of cat-cows. You're back to all fours. Dip the belly, shoulders down and back. Deep inhale, look up, stretch up. Yep, great job, everyone. And then roll in, tuck the chin. Drop the belly, look up, reach up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, reach up. Exhale, round the spine. Last one, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Good. And then shake it out, shake the head, the tail. Good. And then find your way to your back for bridge pose. Nice and easy, just flip over. Everyone doing okay?
Yep.
Great. And so you're gonna be on your back. Feet are gonna be hip width distance apart. And on 3, you're gonna push the hips up to the ceiling. 1, 2, and 3. Push up, lock the chin, take the hands up behind the back side, or you can be up on a block. Stay on the breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, belly's engaged, chin is locked for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then lower down, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Let the knees just fall open. Close the eyes as you connect with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Good. One more. Fill up. Empty. Good. And then curl your knees into your chest as you curl up into a tight, tight ball. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lift up, reach up, stretch up. Good. And then rock and roll up to a seated position. You're going to roll out the feet out in front of you. We're going to do kind of like some moving sit-ups. So the first one, you're going to inhale the arms up. Palms will face each other. So they just go up. And then you're going to exhale over. You're going to grab the big toes. Then you're going to inhale the arms back up over the head. And then you're going to exhale as you take it back to the mat. So your back will be flat on the mat. We'll go slow. So you'll inhale up to the center. Exhale over, grab the big toes. Inhale, go back up, arms up over the head. Exhale as you lower your back to the mat. Arms go over the head. Okay, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to do it very slow. Okay, so inhale, come up, lift up. Okay, again, this is all core. You're going to lean over, ground in, grab the big toes. Lift up, arms go back up. And then exhale, take it back, nice and easy. Arms over the head. Good, we've got 2 more. Inhale up, lift up like you're taking the arms up out of the sockets. Take them over, ground in and feel the stretch on the back sides of the heels. Inhale back up. And then exhale down to the mat. Oh. Last one, inhale up, stretch up. Exhale over, grab the big toes. Inhale back up, reach up, palms face each other. And then, yep, you got it, Tom, Michelle. And then lay back down. Good. And then curl up into a tight ball one more time. Rock and roll. This time you're going to come up into a squat position. At the top of your mat, you're going to sit down low or you're going to sit on a block. You're going to bring the hands to center as you open up the knees.
I think I'm going to be doing this.
Yep. And grab a pillow or whatever you need to support yourself here. Okay, we're just here for 5, 4, 3, 2. That's it, Michelle. That's great. Tom, you got it. Good. And 1. Good. And then from here, you're going to roll up into a forward fold. You're going to walk the left leg back. You're going to drop the right knee into pigeon. So the right knee is going to form a 7 if you can with the top leg. My knees just don't bend that way, so I tuck mine under. And then you're going to be on the left toes on the mat. And I'll show you what it looks like from behind, which it'll be like this. So my left toes are flat on the mat. The right is tucked in or it forms a 7. That's up to you. Okay. From here, you're going to lift up. You're going to sink the hips down. So you can either have a block here, sink it down. Can you guys see me okay? Okay. Proud pigeon. Press the palms into the mat as you look up. So you're in almost a half split position. And then you're going to walk it down. Arms come out. And then either head to the floor, nose to the floor, or forehead to the floor. Okay. Yep. Tom, you got it. Yep. Michelle, good. Margaret and Sam, I know you got it. Can't see your heads, but I know you're on the floor. Stay and breathe.
I know.
Okay. So really in this pose, we're getting ready to come into our closing series. You really want to focus your breath into that inner right hip pocket. Our issues are in the tissues and in our hips. This is where trapped emotions like resentment, rumination, self-loathing, low self-esteem or confidence, those emotions and feelings sit here in the hips. When we do pigeon, this is an intense release to start releasing some of those trapped emotions from the body. We all have them. No one gets excused from them, okay? Deep breath in and out. We've got 10, 9. The longer you hold pigeon, the more that you'll start feeling those areas around the muscles to start relaxing. For 8, 7. See what you need to let go of. 6, 5. Can you be with me in the moment for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then listen carefully. You're going to roll onto that right knee. You're going to bend the left knee behind you as you take the left hand and grab the top of the left foot. Press into the right hand into the mat. Open up and stretch that left side shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, Margaret. Sam, good. And then release. Oh. And then switch it out. Okay? So you'll bring the left foot forward. Again, if you can form the 7, you would. I tuck mine under because my knees just don't bend that way. And then the right toes are flat on the mat. Proud pigeon as you lift up, look up. And then walk it down, sleeping pigeon. So you have the option to put blocks under the left side, between the legs, under the left knee, the right knee, whatever you need. Head to the mat, nose to the mat, or the block. Arms are out, and then we're going to stay here, okay? So can you be here in a place of non-judgment on your hips? Sometimes our hips, like the left, is longer than the right, or the right is shorter than the left, or whatever. One is tighter than the other. Can you be in this place of acceptance wherever your body is? For 10, 9. What do you want to let go of? 8. Control. Control sits here. Control, controlling behavior. Lack, unworthiness also sits here. 7. Deservedness sits here. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And seated leg extension. Okay. Be gentle. We had a really, really, really long pigeon. I'm feeling it on both sides. Right leg goes out, left comes in. Grab the right toes. Pull. Ground the right heel in and pull.
Side.
Oh yeah, you're right. Tom, you're right. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do the other stretch. You're right. That's just yoga brain. Okay, well, if you need it, I can't believe it. If you need it, you would basically, I just looked up and saw Tom was doing it. So you'd be back in pigeon, come out, grab the right hand with the right knee. Thank you for that. Sometimes it's just yoga brain, especially when I do things out of pattern. I just totally forgot. So stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then now slowly come out. All right.
Directions?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right leg out, left is in.
On the other side, so.
Grab the right toes. We're getting into our closing series. Switch it out. Left is out, right is in. Grab those left toes as you ground that left heel into the mat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale.
Flexion 2, it looks like.
Good. And then release. Seated forward fold. Both feet come out in front of you. Ground both heels into the mat. And there's like a string on the heart. You're going to reach the arms forward. So the fingers can just go past the toes. They can grab the big toes, peace sign fingers. But you're moving this direction. You're not doing head to knee. Okay, so you either have the palms reach past the feet and ground both heels in. So you should feel this from the IT bands all the way down the backs of the legs to the ankle bones, wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then slowly release. Bend the left knee over the right. Left hand comes behind you as the kickstand. Right hand crosses up in front of the left knee. You're going to straighten the spine here, and then you twist. So you're only twisting at the waist like a dish rag, like you're wringing out a dish rag. This is getting any last little toxins from the liver, the kidney, the adrenals that still may be stuck in the body. Anytime we do twist poses, that's what this is for. Twist some more for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then you're going to take the left leg. You're going to bring the right knee underneath it. And then you're going to drop the left knee on top. So you're going to be on your sit bones. That's the more important part of this pose. You're going to be on your sit bones. Whether your knees can touch or not, don't worry about it. I want you on your sit bones. You can shimmy the legs out so that you can look down and maybe your ankles are in a line. Maybe your knees are in a line. and maybe they're not, okay? Especially for men, this pose is going to be really hard just because your hips do not do this, okay? So do what you can and grab your toes wherever you are, and then everyone bend to the front. And so now you should feel this on the outside of the abductor on the hips, and maybe the inside the abductor, the inside part of the thigh. Maybe it depends on how tight you are in this area. For 5, 4, I think, Margaret, isn't this your favorite pose? One of your favorite poses? Yeah. 2, good. And 1, good. And then slowly come out, nice and easy. Good. And then we're going to go into what are we doing? We got to do the other way.
Twisting the other way.
Yes.
Right leg over the left.
Thank you. Right over left. Thank you. Oh my God. Maybe you guys should teach the class.
No.
Right. Right hand comes behind you. Left hand crosses up in front of the right knee. Again, straighten the spine, and then you twist just from the waist. You don't want to be sinking in the belly because that really defeats the purpose of this twist. You want to stand tall, then twist, then look over the right shoulder. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then slowly come out. Then the left knee under. And then again, the right leg is going to drop. You can shimmy the legs out. So you can see like this knee is a little bit, I'm not able to do as much as the other one. It just is how, your body's made. So you can shimmy the legs out. But more importantly, aside from the knees and all this, is that both sit bones are on the ground. So you're not like picking one up, okay? So I'd rather you be here, and you will get the stretch somewhere, either outside or inside of the thighs or the legs, okay? You can shimmy the legs out if you want. Sit down and then lean towards that front knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then slowly unwind. Grab your socks, pillows, whatever you need. You're going to roll down. Bring the right knee into the mat. Make sure the socks and pillows are ready, because after this last little bit, we're going to go right into Shavasana. Bring right knee into the chest till you feel a pinch at the colon. Hold. Last twist of the evening, second to last. Guide the right knee over to the left. Try to keep the left thigh on the ground. And then T-top the right arm. So half your direction goes right, the other half goes to the left. Deep breath in as you twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then release. Right leg. Bring the left knee in, hug in. Again, you'll feel a pinch at the colon. Guide the left knee over to the right. T-top that left arm. So again, last little bit of opposition, a last little twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you can either slide into Shavasana from here. You can take one more Supta Baddha Konasana where the soles come together if you need like one last little opener, and then slide the legs out. Whatever it is you need, you can put the socks on, you can put a blanket on, you can put a pillow on. We started a little late just because we did the word of the year, so I'm going to give you the extra time in Shavasana, if that's okay with everyone. Just give me a thumbs up on your camera real quick. Yeah, good, great, good. So feet flop open, palms face the ceiling. You can put an eye bag or something or whatever over your eyes. Eyes are closed. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. And then from there, you will enter your Shavasana and be in silence for the remainder of the time. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Last one, fill up. Empty. Completely surrender to your yoga mat. And for the next few minutes, see if you can just let go of the monkey mind, the to-do list, dinner, or anything else that is occupying space in your head, and just be present to your breath. Use the rise and fall of the breath as your meditation tonight. As you breathe in, you're breathing in. As you're breathing out, you're breathing out. Okay, stay in Shavasana. I'm going to read from Way of the Dragonfly. This is 101 maximums for leading a high vibrational and conscious life. When I was leading the yoga retreat in Toronto, outside the Toronto area this last summer, the man that this was his retreat, he wrote this book. And so just as a FYI. It's really, really great. This maximum is number 60. It's called practice non-attachment. Let go of attachment and remember that everything is unfolding perfectly. Ram Dass. Practice non-attachment, dear dragonfly. Is this ever-changing realm of existence expecting permanence invites suffering? All things from relationships and achievements to our own bodies arise, flourish, and eventually dissolve like sandcastles before the inevitable tide. Time's currents reshape everything, and clinging to what must change only brings unnecessary pain. Non-attachment does not require you to renounce love, joy, or passion. Instead, it encourages you to treasure life's fleeting gifts as borrowed blessings rather than possessions. Hold each experience with gratitude, knowing it is temporary and a sacral moment of your soul's journey. Releasing the need for permanence allows you to face endings and loss with grace. Like a butterfly resting in your hand, life's beauty lies in the transience. Honor its brief presence and let it go when the time comes. By practicing non-attachment, you nurture a heart that fully embraces life without clinging, making room for new blessings to arrive. This is the path to true freedom, life's most profound and sublime gift. As you continue through your week, in your journal or in your meditations, reflect on an experience where you felt attached to something or someone. How did this attachment affect your sense of peace or freedom? Write about how embracing non-attachment could shift your perspective on life's temporary nature. What steps can you take to appreciate life's fleeting gifts without clinging? And how might this bring you greater freedom and joy to embrace future gifts? Start to bring in some slow movement, wiggling the fingers and the toes, and allowing yourself to be here now. Gently roll to the right side, cupping your head in your hands. Just pause. Smile. Be grateful for your yoga practice, for your health, for your beautiful life. Life is working for you and wants to give you everything that you desire. Slowly push yourself up to a seated position, top of the mat, eyes are closed, hands to center. We'll close the practice just like we started with opening Om. Inhale and exhale. Inhale for 1 Om. Hands to third eye, top of the forehead bow. Thank you all for your beautiful practice. Michelle and Tom, Sam, Margaret, and myself. I appreciate each and every one of you. You matter You make a difference. Together, we all say namaste.
Namaste.
Oh, it's like a 10-minute. Oh my gosh, look at you guys. I love it.
What?